Hello, my Jelly Fighters. My name is Jim, and this is your Daily Brogue for the 27th of November 2021. So, what are we going to look at today? Well, I talked about previously the difficulty in making cards, making a card game, and using today's headlines to try to guess what's going to still be an issue in the 2022 election. And it just looked like there was too much COVID in the news, that we don't really see what is going to still be important in a few years, I hope. Because otherwise it's just going to be a lot of vitriol. There is a lot of vitriol. I did not talk about that previously, so I looked at a fairly stolid newspaper and gave you some headlines. Let's look at the headlines from Real Clear Politics. The unvaccinated are a menace to society. Time to play tough, from the Miami Herald. Let's see. Masking kids, closing schools, unscientific child abuse, from the New York Post. Let's see. The next one isn't too bad. It could be bad, but just the headline itself isn't nasty. The headline is the real beneficiaries of COVID-inspired government aid. So who exactly is really getting money from government aid? Biggest super spreader event, Biden's weak border. It is possible that there's going to be some border stuff, so that one actually is something we can look at as a card, right? As an issue card. Oops, that's not the way I want it down. So, strength and levitation. Let's see how well we levitate. Okay, over here, oh, there's a deal. Nothing in there. Come on up here. Nothing in there. Oops, a bunch of eels. We need to stay away from eels. And a bunch of them could be very bad. There's another. Let's try E. Oops. Crimson Death. Have another one? No. Okay. Oh, that's a nice controlled place for it. Okay. Let's see. Trump and the Capitol riot. Oops. And my phone moved. Hitman analogy. Okay, so actually this is a lot better than when I looked at it this morning. General Milley's imaginary coup. If Biden Dems think blacks will repeat 2020, think again. That is David Love at Grio. Demographics are the GOP's destiny if they embrace it. Destruction and hope in Portland. So we're not really, I think, getting anything really amazing out of this. Okay, well, let's see. What do we get with blue? Fire immunity. Fire would be good. Well, let's try F. Wonderful. Aggravate monsters. It's nice that the monsters are aggravated. But I'm just sitting here. Oops, here they come. Here are the angry monsters. Okay, Washington State's await defund the police. Defund the police, that's something that could, if it's still around, that deserves a card, but based on the New York City thing that I was talking about, I have a suspicion that it's going to go away. eel. People aren't going to be really happy about the whole defund the police for very long. I mean, as long. As they're in there's a flail over there. As long as they have to pay the cost, right? So I think that'll probably disappear as an issue. If not, I can make a card for it. That would be easy. So then we look at the morning, the one that I had seen earlier, and that had some pretty bad headlines. Incompetence plus arrogance equals woke. The woke I do think I will do a card with. The original game had the woke, and they're not a issue. They're a elector, right? So an elector card of the woke elector. They will oops. This is a shattering one. Let's see. Get the newer ones because it would be something on this level. So I don't know which ones are which, so I can't tell you. Okay, what do we have? Discord, Reaping, War Pike, probably not. Invisibility, Wand, Ring of Light. We'll do Staff of Discord. Well, it wasn't. Staff of Discord did help out last time. Wasn't really determinative, but it helped out. Okay, and what am I missing? I am missing the way out. I've got a couple of places where it could be. I think, oops, did the rat? No. There we go. More Scrolls of Shattering, yay. An onyx ring that is cursed. And that could be the death of me. We'll see in a second. Telepathy. So we have more eels. Don't really have, I mean, I have a possibility for something to work with. I'm going to try shattering. The reason why I'm going to do that is there's too many eels in there. I'm not really prepared for eels. Damn it. And my field's get a broadsword. Okay, so am I doing? Oh crap. This is sort of the worst strain. I don't have Detect Magic. I have a lot of very bad potions and scrolls that I don't know what they are or where they are, anything like that. So I'm going to have to use it. Too much crap. The end. So, yeah. Pelosi is the greatest threat to liberty in our lifetime. I trusted in short supply on Capitol Hill. Report raises more questions about Wuhan lab leak. The New York Times stifle the lab leak over China ties? Voting rights can't wait. That's okay, I guess. Public schools must shape kids who love America. Will the GOP gerrymander their way into a House majority? Want your country back? Fly your flag. GOP are a menace to society. The New York Times lies about Trump again. Barack Obama was a false hope. Vaccine doubters misleading the country at the worst time. Dr. Rochelle Walensky has made a mockery of the CDC. And so on. So, just if you look at a cross-section of the things that are being written in major newspapers across the country, basically it's all saying, we're good, you're bad, fuck off. Right? There aren't really issues anymore. I don't really want to make that part of the game. I want issues.